Thank you.
Here we are. What do you know? Welcome.
We're here?
We are here.
Is this what you call live?
We are here. Yes, we are live.
Fucking
Lights, camera, action.
What is up, folks?
There's an onion here. Don't mind the onion, okay?
Whew. Thank you for the...
Slice of pizza.
Yeah, the pizza, dude. My mouth is burning.
Yeah, jalapeno.
Oh, man. Yeah. We had to... We're running a few minutes late. Not because I was eating pizza. We were already running late. That was just kind of like...
Might as well have a slice real quick.
Yeah. So, don't want you to think we're neglecting you guys just because of a slice of pizza.
I mean, you can understand. It's pizza, guys. Come on. Anyway.
But my mouth is on fire.
That's a good way, you know? It's just,
So, it's a great way to start the podcast, yeah.
Episode 23.
Glad to be here. Episode 23. How you guys doing?
This is the beginning of week... What is this, 12? Beginning of week 12, yep.
Week 12 of the year?
Of this podcast.
Oh, okay. 12.
24 will be 2 weeks.
And you're tracking the hours, I imagine?
Yeah, it will be 2 hours per podcast. So after next episode, we'll have 48 hours. Hi, Grandpa. Nice to see you. How's it going?
Grandpa, huh? Hey, how's it going, Jim? Good to see you, Jim. Glad to make it. Glad you can make it.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I'm afraid to drink too much of that. I'm going to get acid reflux.
God, I'm trying to do anything to cool down.
You alleviate the hotness. Yeah. I was like, hey man, the podcast about to start. You want a bunch of jalapenos in your mouth? You're like, I'm down.
I couldn't refuse, and I was like, man, I was eating that pizza. Shout out to Mod Pizza, by the way. And I was just telling Dan, I was like, dude, the crust is off the hook, man. It's like fucking tortilla thin.
It is off the hook, bro.
I don't know what it is, but it's just really good for pizza.
I was starving. I had to eat. I was like rushing to get here. Roland gave me a computer today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he gave me his old computer, and I was putting it together, so I had to go. I thought it was going to be faster. I stopped at Walmart on the way here.
Nice.
Grabbed the keyboard and shit real quick. What are y'all doing down there?
Yeah, what was that?
And then... and then when we stopped at Mod Pizza, I thought it was going to be a little bit quicker than it was. But, oh well. Got here like 5 minutes before the podcast was supposed to start, so...
Yeah, well, I mean, we're here.
Yep, we're here.
That's all that matters.
We are here. Also, make sure to follow us on social media. You can check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. You can check our live streams on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. And then you can get our updates on Twitter and Instagram.
Oh yeah, there you go.
There it is.
That's where you can see our faces.
Yeah.
Hear our stuff. Yeah. Hear our voices.
Yeah.
Our enchanting voices and soothing radio night DJ talk show.
DJ talk show. Yeah, we're gonna make it a smooth jazz version soon. We're gonna talk in smoky voices.
DJ Smooth.
We're here. That's the main thing.
Does this sound different? DJ Smooth coming in at you live.
I'm sure it does. Probably got all that bass all up in there because you put it so close. So yeah, I don't know why I have this open. Yeah, but what have you been up to the last couple days?
So, dude, I've been working a lot. I don't want to bore everybody with this shit, same stuff. I can't complain though. Like, I'm really busy. It's funny because normally I'm busy with a lot of small leads, but I'm busy with my sales rep's been killing it, dude. So he's been coming in steadily with jobs that have been converted with contracts and checks already done. And
you still having problems with the manufacturer or whatever?
Yes, so I'm having that problem. But I've been busy just trying to work on jobs that have just taken permitting process and drawings and discussing stuff back and forth because of the size of the job. So coming down to the last steps of these big jobs finally. So it's nice to finally get that wrapped up.
Just don't sing. You don't want to hear us sing.
It's taking my...
No, don't worry. We're not really singers, so...
Yeah, and I can't sing.
Ben? I can't sing either.
Yeah, no. I can't sing very well. Maybe like semi-good, maybe.
I can kind of carry a tune, but it doesn't sound amazing, that's for sure, so...
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Yeah.
But,
It's a really embarrassing skill to try to learn, honestly. You gotta go through that bad phase, and it's more personal because it's your voice.
Yeah, it's like I have a hard time hitting the tones, like the variation in the tones, because I have like I'm like the Janine Garofalo of vocals.
I don't even know who the fuck that is.
Oh, really? She's just real monotone and one voice, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. You're usually pretty good at hitting notes, though.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I'm pretty good at mocking people. So maybe if I just put that.
Just be in a cover band, you know?
There you go. Yeah.
Be like a wedding singer, you know?
We'll cover like the Hurricane. Or the Hurricane.
The Hurricane? Rocky like a Hurricane? Scorpions?
The Scorpions, thank you.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of the damn name.
The Hurricane.
The Hurricanes.
That's gonna be the new. That's the cover band name. I'm sure that already exists.
Right.
The Hurricanes. Yeah. Scorpion cover band. Yeah.
Because they can't be like the Scorpions tribute cover band.
Yeah, that just sounds lame.
For legal purposes or something. Yeah.
I don't know. Like,
how you feel about cover bands?
I don't know. It depends. Actually, you know what? I'm fine with cover bands. It doesn't really depend.
You like a lot of it though? Like if you went to a show and there was like, 6 cover bands.
If I was going to a show to see original music, I'd be kind of annoyed if there was a cover band. But like if I was at a social event and there was a cover band playing, in the background, kind of just like for the crowd to like hear some songs they like, that's cool. It's totally cool.
Nice.
Yeah. So
is there such thing as too much cover band? Like a show of just like ton of cover bands?
Oh, it was all cover bands? I don't think you need to do that. Cover band sucks, says Roland. What's up, Roland? What's up, dude?
What's up, dude?
I just seen you a few hours ago. Yeah, we met up with him at Garfield, me and Heather. Roland had his son, teach him how to ride a bike.
Oh, nice. Oh, you just reminded me. We're going to work on that today, but got the podcast, see? Made that sacrifice for you guys again.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's cool, man. I'm excited for you because, like I said, I'm trying to look into starting that too. Yeah. Without the training wheels and all that.
He's doing training wheels because he's only 3, so.
Right on. That's cool.
He seems that, dude, that kid has no fear. He was like, just going around. We're like in the park. I don't know, have you been to Garfield Park? Or the elementary school? You know where that's at? On the west side?
Where's Garfield?
It's kind of in between downtown and the west side. It's kind of like by Vic's, kind of in that area. Vic's on the west side.
So not by Yager Park?
No. Okay. Not that far on the west side.
Okay. I know it.
It's kind of like by Parkside.
It sounds so familiar, and I've been there, but it's been a while.
It's a couple blocks from Parkside. But yeah, they have a really nice. It's like not a lot of people are there, and there's a lot of. I skateboard there a lot because Heather lives a couple blocks from there.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a cool park. I mean, it's a school technically, but yeah, I mean, it kind of is like a park, I guess. It has a nice. There's a ton of parking lot, and it's nice and even, and there's slight inclines. It's fun, but yeah, Kyler was like literally just mobbing. He was like going straight at the curb, just and then turning at the last second. He was playing chicken with me and shit on my skateboard.
Yeah, boys need that type of shit, man. They need to get out and get hurt and get dirty and get that adrenaline rush.
Yeah, he had straight up just boy energy, dude. That kid is.
I feel like they just do that, man. I guess obviously there's girls that do that too, but
yeah,
it's cool. That's cool, man. Like I said, I'm excited for you, so that's awesome. Keep us updated on that. Let us know when he's losing training wheels and all that good stuff.
Yeah. Speaking of what, I just remembered, Roland, you need to get fucking air conditioning in your car. I was really Roland left because he doesn't have air conditioning. I was like, dude, you need to.
Yeah, dude, I'm excited. Next week,
let's get like a fan and put some ice in front of the fan. Just like a battery powered fan. Just put some ice in front of it. Just have it blowing.
I feel like that was like a meme somewhere I've seen.
I don't know if that's a meme, but wouldn't that work? It kind of work.
I think it kind of worked because is that the idea of a swamp cooler?
Kind of, I think so, right?
I think so.
It's just like the ghetto ass version.
Oh yeah, the swamp cooler. Swamp coolers. The thing about those is those work.
Those work really well. That's what my grandpa uses those a lot.
Oh really?
Yeah, dude, they get really.
I wonder if those things are spendy because I've only seen like big ones.
I don't know, but they get really. It gets real cold in the house when you have it. Like, it's really good in Yakima. It gets really fucking cold. They are 300. Oh, for the I have a compressor new. You got one from the junkyard for $25. Previous owner, why would you ever remove the air conditioner? The previous owner removed the air conditioner?
Good question.
Why the fuck would you do that?
Yeah, he wanted it for something else?
I guess.
That's usually what happens.
Idiots. Maybe they were like tweakers. They were like, I'll sell you this air conditioning.
Yeah, it's kind of like my truck. it got I just got runner boards put on it. What are those called?
What are runner boards?
I think there's runner boards.
With the thing on the sides?
Yeah, you step up on.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you noticed I didn't have any on. And I don't know if you noticed that.
I did not notice, no.
Okay. Makes it a little bit difficult to get up on it, you know.
It is a tall truck.
And so now that that's there, it's a lot better. So I got those, but when the guy installed it, he was like, yeah, looks like, he was telling me about it, and he said, looks like there were some on here already, someone took it off because they left the parts that were ready for it on this side.
Yeah.
And I was like, and then I noticed on the back of it, there's a couple screws on the bed.
On the one you got... The
new truck.
The good one?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
There was a couple screw holes over there as if someone had installed one of those back window guards that kind of go around the back of the window and angle back.
Yeah.
It probably had one of those too, but someone took it off, probably put it on the new truck.
Yeah.
So it could have been something like that.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. Apparently, my grandpa says that swamp coolers are more economical.
A little bit?
Yeah, go
There
ahead.
you go.
Swamp coolers are more economical to use. So maybe it's more expensive up front, but then it costs less to run, maybe.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
That's a good thing. It's cooler and it costs less in the long run. I guess that works.
Yeah. And are they quieter in your experience, Jim?
I'm trying to...
No, I feel like they're kind of loud.
I feel like they're kind of the same as every other air conditioner, though, you know what I mean?
But the last one I'm basing my opinion off of... Yeah. Wait. Yes, they're quiet, or yes, they're loud?
I know we said both sides. They're louder? Okay.
Wait, what?
Just say louder or quiet.
Yeah. Say loud or quiet. There we go. We'll get to the bottom of this. That's awesome.
That's funny. Wall ones are louder.
Okay. That's what I thought, because the last one I was around was loud, but it was giant. Mm-hmm. That thing was like, I swear, it was like almost as tall as a regular sized man door.
Oh, that's huge.
And double the width. It was huge.
The ones my grandpa had are like kind of bigger than regular air, like the window air conditioners, because that's what he usually had, was the window. I think it was like a little bit bigger, but you could fit it, you know, like half the size of the window maybe or something.
Yeah.
Or like a third.
But speaking of air conditionings, and you were talking about Roland getting his, I got the call from the dealership that I bought the new truck from, and they're going to put that air conditioning in my truck.
Oh, that's right. You don't have air conditioning in right now?
Yeah.
You're running through the same shit right now.
Yeah, dude. It's been hot. It's been rough.
I feel like my air conditioner just kind of blows like 70 degree.
Actually, last couple of days it's kind of been cool, but yeah. So there's there's a checklist, dude. There's the air conditioner needs fixed. The brakes and rotors were getting fixed. The OnStar is going to get set up in it, and my key for remote ignition and automatic locking and unlocking, that's going to get fixed. So
nice.
Getting all buttoned up, man.
Hell yeah.
Pretty exciting.
Are they doing most of that for free, or
they're doing all of it for free?
All of it free? That's dope.
Yeah, that dealership is awesome.
Good dealership, dude. Man. Hell yeah.
Northwest Chevrolet in McKenna, man. You guys might have heard that commercial.
They have a commercial?
I think so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're good. I mean,
I've heard it. I wish if I knew it, I'd sing it. But
yeah, and the dude that was doing the deal, actually, the actual deal was pretty chill.
Yeah. I guess I won't name drop. I almost did. I won't name drop, but he's good. Go down and see him. He's a good fella.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, can I get that one fella that's good? They're like, I think everyone that we've talked to, interacted with, there seemed really chill. So
yeah, a group of good dudes.
Terry might have done the song for the commercial. That's the guy that you do the recording with, Roland, I think. Yeah. Anything to cool is better than not, though. Yeah, that's very true. It's very true.
Yeah, especially in these hot days like this.
It's not as bad up here today as it was last time.
Yeah, I was saying today's pretty nice, but the other day it was pretty damn hot, right?
When we were in here?
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, it's so hot in here. I was wearing shorts. Like, it's cooler in here right now. I'm wearing pants, so I was wearing shorts last time.
Yeah, my brother was saying, I seen a post where he was saying something online. It was like,
Milo? 107 and shit?
Yeah, I was like, what?
104 there yesterday, apparently.
Yeah, there you go, 104. That's crazy, man. That's getting hot. It's funny, we're like, that's crazy, and like people over there in California and all these other places are like, that's nothing. They're getting like 115 or something.
That's only like in like Barstow though. Places like that.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember those days.
I do remember those days.
Okay, that shit was hot, man.
I remember
that was like mandatory 2 showers a day type hot.
I remember riding my bike down that hill. Right, remember there was like that hill that we lived on?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I rode my bike.
I rode your bike down that hill.
Yeah, ride my bike down the hill, walk up, get like a popsicle or something, ride my bike back down the hill, and just rinse and repeat, or like go to the pool. You know
That's
what I mean?
funny. You remember that? I rode your bike.
No,
You don't remember that?
it's kind of ringing a bell now that you said that.
That's
you used
funny.
to take my bike around.
Yeah, I used the hell out of your bike, dude.
It was a good bike.
That's funny.
I think I got that. Did I get that from you, Grandpa, or did I get? I thought I got it from Tall Grandpa Jim, like your stepdad.
Oh really?
I thought I had. I can't remember.
Right on. Yeah, that's so funny. I used to ride the shit out of your bike down that same hill, man. Barstow, California.
Was that
had-
a steep hill?
Yeah.
Dude,
It had
okay.
a lot of steep hills.
Okay, so
It had a cool landscape too. There's a point in Barstow where you can look and see like just for miles
desert?
into the desert. I don't know if you remember that.
when you get to
could
the bottom,
see just for miles.
wasn't it when you got down to the bottom of the hill? There was that wall there, and you could. The desert was right on the other side of that wall.
I think so, but I do remember the view just being so epic. It reminded me of like a fucking Star Wars scene or something.
Okay, so it was your stepdad who bought me the
Oh, okay. That's cool.
tall Grandpa Jim.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, Grandpa Jim was cool, man. I mean, obviously he's not my grandpa; he was my stepdad. But
Yeah.
Jim was cool people, man, for sure.
I had to call him Tall Grandpa Jim because I had two Grandpa Jims and it was confusing enough. So,
Yeah,
um,
no, he was a good guy. It's funny. I was just thinking him the other day. Yeah.
coincidences. But that big hill though, or the hill that we lived on, that steep hill.
Yeah.
My knees are still messed up from this to this day. I was riding my bike down the hill one day, and this kid pulls his bike right in front of me, like halfway down the hill, and I just slammed into him, and like was on the ground, and I couldn't get up. Like my legs hurt, and I kept like swinging my legs, and then finally my knee just did it too right now. But my knee popped, and both my knees popped. I did it to the other one, and then I could like walk again. I feel like I maybe dislocated my knees or something like that.
Crazy.
Yeah, but ever since then, been able to pop my knees.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird how injuries through your life, they always like take a toll.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it won't even phase you until later on.
Yeah.
Like all these little things. Like when you're talking about your knee, like it just reminded me of like my knee injury when I was playing basketball with my buddy Josh. I must have been, 15, 16. No, I was about 14 or 15 actually.
Yeah.
We're playing basketball and like he just kind of planted himself as I was running full speed into my knee clashed in with his knee and I like did a flip.
You guys bang knees together?
We banged knees together, but he was a lot bigger than I did, so mine just kind of, I don't know, it hurt. It just, the way it hit, it just took all the impact, and so and like that same pain comes up even to this day.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
If I lean on it a very certain way, it's like it's there. It's weird.
Yeah.
Just little things.
Were you there when I broke my pinky?
Wow.
I broke my pinky in like 4th grade on a stupid field trip. It was when we lived in Natchez.
Oh really?
Yeah, but it's still. I broke it. It went like at a 90-degree angle.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, and they just snapped it back in place, and then they basically put it in like a
splint.
splint
They
against
used your finger as a splint.
They used my other finger. They basically wrapped it. They had a splint, and then they wrapped it together. And I basically had to walk around like this for 5 weeks or something. I don't even know.
Crazy.
Which was annoying. I had to like take baths and be like, keep my arm out of the jam. But it still clicks.
Yeah.
It just doesn't feel. It doesn't line up properly.
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't hurt, but it just I could. There's residual injury there,
Yeah. Even like my finger, when I sliced it open right here across that little crease.
Yeah.
I sliced it over on some metal, really.
Did you get nerve damage?
Yes.
That's
because
sad.
now if I like flick that spot or it gets hit on that spot, it feels just like the day I cut it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man.
I cut myself pretty bad here. I guess it's kind of not that bad now, but I remember it was numb for a long time after that. It must have like regenerated the nerves. Does that happen? Can you regenerate nerves? I don't know, but it's not numb anymore. But it was numb for like, I mean, it was like gradually less numb over time, but it was like for like a year or more or something. I don't know. It was definitely like,
yeah,
it was weird.
Yeah, it's just those little things add up, though. You know what I mean? And it's funny because when you get older, I'm sure. Right, you let us know if we're right about this, Jim. As you get older, like those injuries just probably hurt even more. Maybe it's like, holy shit.
Probably catches up with you.
It's like this happened 30 years ago and it hurts right now. It's like, this is crazy.
Yeah. So Roland said, can I just do a shout out and say fuck mosquitoes right now, they're swarming. I haven't seen any mosquitoes, or like very minimal.
Dude, I hate mosquitoes too. Yes, I feel your
Fucking
pain.
growing up in Natchez, that fucking house, dude.
Yeah.
There's so many mosquitoes.
Oh, dude, there was. You're
that
right.
shit was gnarly, dude.
That.
So many mosquitoes.
Yeah, me and Malia went. We went to go jog, or we did go jog. No, we didn't jog. We walked on the Chehalis Trail. But we started jogging back and we were getting bit by mosquitoes. I guess it started off walking, but we ended up jogging on the way back. But yeah, they were just tearing us up, man.
That's his nature, just trying to get you to get a little bit of exercise, you know?
And that's why we bought Off.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
that's just I fucking hate Off, dude.
Me too. That's just it stinks so bad.
It's just chemicals you're spraying on your body.
Yeah, I know. I hate it too, but
I guess it's better than getting just bit the fuck up by mosquitoes.
Yeah, we used it one time. We went on a walk, and so far so good, man.
You know, mosquitoes I think kill the most amount of people.
Oh, really?
Across the world.
Not here, but
not really here, but like especially like in Africa, third world countries and shit.
Yeah, I'd like to see like pictures of different sizes of mosquitoes. You know what I mean? Like I've heard stories of big ones, you know?
Yeah. Mosquito. Oh, that's right, dude. Yeah, that's right. My grandpa got malaria. I forgot about that.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, and there was also there was like a West Nile virus scare in Yakima when I was living there when I was like 20.
The West Nile virus?
Yeah. Which is crazy. I don't know how the fuck that came. Like it's like from Africa, you know what I mean? But the mosquitoes spread it.
I don't remember the symptoms to all that, but I'm sure it wasn't pleasant.
Yeah, you got malaria in Ghana. That's crazy, dude.
Gonorrhea?
The country Ghana. Gonorrhea. He's like, don't be giving me. Still around. I know you're still kicking. You got sick this year too. It probably was the coronavirus.
Yeah, man, you better watch out. All these viruses floating around. They're gonna hone in on you. Get out there in the open.
What did you even say, Roland? You said I ate off like twice as a kid. What are you talking about?
Ate off?
The ambulance came? What do you mean? Can you elaborate? Did you write the wrong word?
Probably.
D isn't off. What are you saying? Is that a sentence? D isn't off?
D isn't.
Oh, off the spray?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, you ate.
D is the chemical. That's right.
Okay, you ate off. Okay, that makes way more sense. You should have capitalized off, then I would have been known you were talking about the brand name. I was like, that sentence does not make any sense. Yeah. Okay, cool. That's scary.
That is scary.
Yeah, I would not want to eat that shit at all. You get on your hands, you can still taste it sometimes. It's like residual a little bit. Like
you're in your mouth, like you're just like.
Yeah, you're like at a picnic and you're like, this hot dog tastes like off. You're gross.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. Too much of that. It's just so. It's like float. It floats in the air. It lingers. You know.
Yeah, it's one of those smells from camping that I fucking hate.
Yeah, dude, it does. You're right. It reminds me of camping, and it is the worst smell in camping because campfires smell good.
Yeah.
You know.
You get the sap smell and all this shit, and then it's off.
Yeah, and then the smell of just nature smells good. All that's cool, pleasant experiences. But then, you got that fucking off.
Yeah. There was no testing for COVID when you caught it in March. So hopefully you did get it so you're just immune, you know? No, that'd be cool. I mean, it already happened, so hopefully it was COVID.
Yeah, they're talking about testing for whether or not you had COVID.
Yeah, antibody testing.
Yeah. So that's what we really need to be checking into, right?
Yeah.
2-in-1, or I mean,
Roland just got not antibody testing, but he just got tested because someone walked through his work who had coronavirus.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but he tested negative, so
good for you, man.
Yeah.
You are not the father.
I haven't heard that shit in forever.
Right? That's awesome. Well, that's cool. I was gonna ask you. We were talking about biking and stuff, and it got me thinking about you skating and stuff. How's the new skating going?
It's pretty cool.
Get back into it.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's fucking tiring, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if I was talking about it last time I was on here, but I'm getting fucking old, man. I would like try doing a kickflip or something, and the board landed. I think it's called Primo, where it lands on its side, basically, where the trucks are sideways.
Okay.
Landed on it, and my ankle twisted very slightly, just very slightly, and then the board came down, and it was like, whoop, It was perfectly fine, like so insignificant, but I was like, oh, my ankle hurt.
Crazy.
So, and also, it's like the tendons in my arm or whatever ligaments or whatever, fucking like awling and throwing your arm out to counter your balance.
Oh,
like it's
really?
like stretching that, and my arm's like, ow. You know what I mean? It's just like I'm old.
It's all basic stuff. Yeah.
Basic. It's just because I don't.
I thought you were gonna say you like biffed it and hurt yourself or something.
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That makes sense. That's reasonable.
I did fall one time, but I was trying to do a power slide and do a 180, and I caught myself on my wrist. So I'm pretty good at falling.
Nice.
But it's like random things are hurting that shouldn't be hurting, you know? It's just I'm not... I just need to get like more flexible again, I think is what it is. I'm just not used to moving my body around like that, so...
Yeah.
And then on top of that, a lot of cardio. I didn't realize how intensive skateboarding is cardio-wise. Because I guess I skateboarded like as a teenager, you know what I mean? And I was in really good shape back then. I used to run and stuff all the time back then, so... I get fucking tired, man. I'm like trying to do a kickflip. I tried doing like 3 kickflips, and I'm like... I don't even have the energy to try it again. I'm like and I try to do a kickflip, I don't even like get popped the tail. I'm like, oh geez.
Yeah. It's part of getting old again, man. Yeah, you ain't even old though, so.
I don't know, 28. I just need to get back in shape.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's consistency, man. I'm trying to do that too.
Yeah.
I know what you mean by getting out of shape. Yeah. That feeling.
This pandemic really got me out of shape. I was in pretty decent shape for the pandemic. But yeah, me and Tim are playing skate tomorrow. I'm gonna go out to Limerick. We're gonna go skate the country club.
Nice.
Like we used to.
Tim?
Yeah, Tim Moore.
Nice.
Yeah, dude. We're going out there and then
like you used to?
Yeah, we skate the
Does
country.
he live out there still?
Yeah.
Same place?
Not the same place.
Oh, okay.
His
say how weird is that when you go back to a friend's house and everything's the same?
Oh yeah, I don't know if it's his fiance or if they're just dating. They've been together forever, so I mean they're like basically married. But she lives in Limerick, so he lives with her on the other side of the lake. Kind of closer to the country club, but yeah, we're gonna do we're gonna play a game of skate there. We're playing for $20. Let's see who wins.
All right, heavy stakes, man.
Heavy stakes, 20
high stakes.
I don't think we ever bet money as kids on skate. I don't know. Maybe we did. I don't remember.
You guys are going back as grown-up men now with money.
Yeah, now we have money.
Doing this shit.
Throw it down, man.
High stakes.
Skating.
How's he been keeping up with skating?
I think he said he's skated 10 times in like the last 10 years. About.
Okay.
So
once a year.
Yeah, more than I have. You know what I mean? But it's kind of like riding a bike. You don't really like lose all of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like I don't know. It reminded me of hacky sacking, even though they're not the same. But when you said you're tired, like I remember hacky sacking being tired, and then now that you said it, it's like riding a bike. That's also like riding a bike. So it's just like one of those things. Mm-hmm. It's just activity. That's tiring because you do it over and over.
It's one of those, yeah, but it's definitely one of those things that like once you learn it, you don't necessarily forget it all. You might have to like, your form might be bad. It's kind of like, I guess maybe if you play basketball, you could probably go play basketball, but maybe you won't be like landing 3-pointers the whole time. Yeah. You gotta get your form back and shit.
Exactly. Gotta get the form, the follow through, and all that.
Yeah.
Get that feeling back.
Yeah, exactly. But you know how to do it, and there's a little bit of muscle memory in there. You can kind of get in the ballpark. You know what I mean? So
good little starting point.
Yeah. But I am teaching Heather how to skateboard. Nice. Which is interesting because it's kind of like she's never skateboarded, so it's the same as like teaching like a kid, like a beginner. She had a hard time balancing, so I'm like, it's really weird teaching someone that has no experience because I'm like, how do I balance? Like, where am I putting my feet? Like, where am I putting my weights? You know what I mean? Like when I'm doing different things, because it's like
yourself, you mean?
Yeah, when I'm trying to explain it to her because I'm like, I don't think about it because it's so natural for me. You know what I mean? To like just ride a skateboard around and like, she's like, how are you turning? I'm like, that's a good question. I don't know. How am I turning? You know?
Yeah. Were we just talking about this, like, or was that somebody else who I was talking to about this? This is kind of relative to guitar playing.
Yeah, I think we did talk a little bit about skateboarding on the last podcast, so we might be refreshing a little bit of it. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know if it was on the podcast necessarily.
Okay,
we're just talking about riffs and stuff like that, and when you ask somebody like. Yeah, especially the way we write riffs and I write riffs is like more feely.
Yeah. And we were talking about that,
yeah. So that's kind of relatively the same. They're like, and when you got to teach it to somebody, you're like, oh wait, how do I play that? How does that go? And you got to break yourself down, basically.
Yeah. It really sucks when you're playing a complex fast riff that you've never played slow, and you're like, I don't even know how to play that slow.
Yeah. It's the same type of thing, though. Just feeling something out and doing it that way.
Yeah. All right, let's see what's going on here.
Let's catch up with these guys.
Okay.
He said, so by the way, Roland was saying you gotta do some stretches, bro.
Yeah, do some stretches, limber up. Yeah, you might be right about that.
Stretches do amazing wonders.
Yeah.
I need to get back into that, man. I fell out of the stretches even.
Yeah, see.
Even if you're not doing anything like that, just stretching.
Stretching feels nice, man. You want to stretch right now?
Just talking about is making a stretch right now.
This is welcome to the yoga podcast.
We're gonna have a yoga podcast. We're gonna have a meditation podcast. We're gonna have a DMT podcast.
That's
What else? What else can we have? Get going, guys. We'll take the recommendations.
We need to have like a pool podcast. We'll get like a little kiddie pool. We'll go sit out there in the pool and just turn the camera on. Just be like, it's so nice now.
Yeah.
Yoga.
We have to get creative. We're taking that outside of a room. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we basically have to trust that it's working. Well, no, I guess there's ways to set
We
that
can still
up.
look at it.
Yeah. It's a good idea.
Yeah.
We'll change the scene up a little bit, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. We could do the podcast outside anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do it in the backyard, on the back porch.
Yeah. Just act like we're always outside chilling and hanging out and good times.
Yeah.
Rainbows.
So yeah, so my grandpa said that only the test is only 50% accurate for antibodies at the moment. Well, that's kind of sketch. This is really sketch.
Huh.
Yeah.
I mean, I believe that, but I also don't know what to believe. So.
Yeah.
Just can't.
I guess we still don't really know anyone that's had coronavirus, huh?
No, no, but I do know somebody recently that, how do I put it? I know somebody who knows somebody.
Yeah.
Let me think about that. Wait, I know somebody who knows somebody.
That knows someone.
That's it. No, just, I'm trying to think how many know somebodies there are. Just 2 know somebodies.
Yeah. Where's the beer?
So,
there's no beer. I'm stopping drinking, or I'm trying to. I haven't had the urge to drink after last time. I started having way too much anxiety afterwards and shit. It fucks with my mental health, so
yeah.
not drinking.
Yeah, it's part of that maintaining good health you're talking about.
Yeah. No alcohol for this boy. We got soda.
Nice. I mean, well, it's not really healthy either, but
There's no alcohol in it, at least. I'm just saying.
No, it's much better.
If you have alcohol or soda, pick the soda, you know?
But
I haven't,
like baby steps.
I haven't been drinking soda. I just got this because I want some good cold to drink, and we were at Mod Pizza, so I just grabbed it.
Nice.
Yeah, I've been drinking a lot of water.
Very, very nice. Well, that's good. I'm glad you're having a good time skating. Getting back into that. Getting back into the groove and the grind.
Dude, so played Minecraft. I just this is so funny. Shelby, my classmate, was like, hey, you should download Minecraft. So I bought Minecraft. So annoying. So there's 2 versions of Minecraft. Okay, actually, let me rant about this. There's 2 versions of Minecraft, and you have to pay for them separately. And I didn't know this, so when I bought it for my MacBook, she has it on the PS4, right? The version on the MacBook is called the Java Edition. It's not compatible with the PS4, so it's $30. So I bought it on my MacBook, and then I couldn't play with her. So then I bought it on your PC, through my account, but on your PC with my card and shit. You know what I mean? But I had to buy it again on there to be able to play with her. So I paid $60 for Minecraft. It's fucking ridiculous. But yeah, Heather bought it, and then we played for like 6 hours last night. I swear to God, dude, it was the greatest time ever.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how was it?
It's fun. It's a lot of fun. It's just
that game looks so boring to me.
You create whatever you want to do.
But I don't have. That's not an honest opinion though. It's just my initial thought when I see that game.
So it's for like, you need to be creative and imaginative, because it doesn't tell you what to do. You know what I mean? It just drops you in, and then you make whatever you want to make. You can do whatever you want to do, basically. You know what I mean?
So there's no goal or purpose.
No, you make your own goal or your own purpose. You know what I mean? Like, we're making and
it's endless.
Yeah, it's going for. We're making like a castle. We found this cool mountain kind of archway that goes like this. It's basically like a gigantic arch that's in between like the 2 parts of a mountain that kind of come together. And so we're building like this big hall in the middle of it that took like fucking hours to make, and we're gonna make it into like a kind of like a fortress castle kind of thing in the mountain.
Okay.
So that's what we're making right now.
When you explain it like that does sound like fun.
It is fun.
Because when you invest a lot of time into something, you're like, it's like real life almost.
Yeah, we spent.
It's taking me, all day to build, and
we seriously spent 5 hours on it. And we were like building a wall. I was like, Oh no, we were doing the ground, and I was like, it feels like in a video game this should be a lot faster, but this is literally taking hours. Like this is like doing the same shit in real life.
They're making it realistic, aren't they? That's how they get that realistic feeling.
It's a lot of fun. Obviously, the graphics are in cubes, but like that also is how the game works, because it'd be really hard to kind of gather materials and stuff if it was like circular shapes and stuff. So
yeah. They're like, yeah, that's about right. It does take about 1.5 years to build a bridge. Yeah. Just playing that game for 1.5 years on one project.
Yeah. But yeah, it's surprisingly a lot of fun. It's not really that. I played a knockoff one called Creativerse that's on Steam for free. That one was pretty cool. So I had a bad cough. My grandma, hi grandma, by the way. Your mama.
Yep.
She said she had a bad cough that wouldn't go away and tested negative for the flu. It probably might have been corona. Good. Did you have a fever too? Because those are it's usually the two together that. It usually is the two together. They're having a good little conversation over here.
I know, right? That's awesome, dude. Yeah. I mean, that's what it's for.
Ketchup. Yeah.
Yeah, I had, again, I think I've said this before on a couple of the other episodes, but I've already had it, I'm pretty sure, back in January, so yeah. I guess your best bet is to hope that you've already had it, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
I wouldn't,
wouldn't you say?
Yeah. I would say, though, that even if you caught it now, I probably wouldn't be too worried for you personally if you got it, just because you're so healthy, you know what I mean? You'd probably be like asymptomatic or have mild symptoms, probably.
Yeah.
I feel like you would conquer that.
I don't know, man. Maybe not. Maybe that 2 weeks I was sick or in hell is that could have been the result of COVID-19.
Yeah, there is a lot of symptoms. I'm just saying that the most common ones are dry cough and a fever. Those are the two most common symptoms for it. There's a lot of symptoms.
That's what I had going on too, yeah.
Yeah, dry cough and a fever?
Yeah. I don't remember nausea or anything, but I was definitely stuck on the couch, didn't want to do anything.
Yeah.
Sore throat. I think so.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff. What do you think about they were saying the COVID-19, like for the last 4 days straight, there's been 1,000 deaths nationwide every day.
1,000 deaths?
1,000 deaths. Nationwide though.
I feel like is not even that big. I thought we were doing like 3,000 a day.
They're saying right now they're hitting record numbers, and then they went on to say what I just said. Today is the 4th day straight.
Oh, maybe that. Oh wait,
they've hit 1,000 deaths nationwide.
We have 4.7 million cases, 157,000 deaths. I feel like this number has been slowing down though. I feel like it's been near 150,000 for a while.
I wonder what they're talking about with the record numbers.
Well, there's graphs over here. So here's the total cases. So they're going up. If you look at it logarithmic. See, it's kind of flattening.
You hear it first here.
Daily new cases. So what
do we got?
This is new cases. Wow, 78,000 on July 24th. I remember when it was like 30,000 all the time. Okay, active cases. Deaths. We got daily new deaths. See, look at 1,000 deaths. Look at back here in April.
Back in April, yeah.
2,700.
And May a little bit.
Yeah, I remember thinking about it. It's like, dude, this is like
March.
It's almost like 9/11 because like 3,000 people died in 9/11, around there, I think. And it's like you have 2,700 people dying in one day from the coronavirus, and it keeps happening, you know. So yeah, those are not record deaths, at least. But we do have record new cases usually. I mean, there's definitely, like, if you look at we had 30,000 roughly every day. Now it's in the 70,000. Because it's summertime, everyone's going out and about, fucking swimming at the beach and shit, you know?
Yeah, I know.
What's going on with Washington? Let's check out Washington. How's Washington doing? 58,000 total in Washington. That's not that bad. 1,500 deaths. Let's see.
Maybe those I don't know what those statistics were from.
Thurston County. So we have 674 total cases in this county. I think there's like 300,000 people in this county. So 670 cases out of 300,000 people is not that many.
No.
That's confirmed cases though. So there's probably more like 6,000 people that have had it. You know what I mean? If like, or more than that. You know what I mean? If a lot of people have like been asymptomatic or whatever.
Or don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If they're asymptomatic and don't realize that they had it. There's been 8 deaths total in Thurston County.
Is there a time frame on that?
This is just total.
Just total.
Yeah.
Since this started.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that seems pretty low compared. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, that's low compared to like Yakima County's had 204 deaths compared to 8 here.
Wow. Okay.
10,000 cases, 204 deaths. King County has a really 655 deaths for 15,000 cases. But that was like, remember they had all those the retirement homes that were getting coronavirus?
Yeah.
That's why. Sad stuff.
Yeah, man, it's getting wild.
It's really like really close to Seattle, like King County, Snohomish County, and shit like that. Pierce County. Those are all getting a decent amount in Yakima County. That's like basically the hot spots in Washington. Everywhere else is kind of like relatively low numbers, you know.
Yeah.
Mason County has 166 cases total.
Yeah.
1 death.
It's kind of it's frustrating because everybody wants to, get back to life. They want to get back to work. They want to get back to socializing. They want to go to hang out. They want to go to the bars. They want to go to shows. They want to go to this. They want to go to sports events. They want to go to that.
Mm-hmm.
But then the numbers are, of course, they say they're spiking. Again, they're hitting record numbers, and then of course we look and...
Well, they're hitting record numbers of new cases. They're not hitting record numbers of deaths.
Yeah.
So, the thing is, I think people are speculating that it actually mutated to a weaker version because we're getting more cases but less deaths, where before we were getting less cases and more deaths.
Yeah.
So, I think what they're saying is that it might have mutated slightly towards slightly weaker. It's not as deadly. Either that or they're doing more testing now and they're catching more of the cases.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't think the total amount of deaths would change that much. You know what I mean? So
maybe we're finally getting that herd immunity.
Yeah. We are getting better at treatment too. That might be true. Yeah. I haven't looked into it, but probably. I mean, we've been dealing with it for now 4 or 5 months. So
I was gonna say, as time goes by, you would think
they're gonna figure out more ways to treat it and catch it earlier maybe, and deal with certain symptoms and shit.
Yeah, you would hope so. Yeah. But I understand that, like I said, that people want things. It's frustrating because everybody wants to go back to business as usual, right? But then we got to be safe because this is real.
Mm-hmm.
Like apparently it's happening. Like I said, I only know that one person and the one personal case in my life rather that has had it or has been affected by it, and I don't even know if that person's... I think it's just flu-like symptoms, you know what I mean? They just got... There's nothing really intense going on with them. They're not, puking profusely, coughing. I never heard anything about their symptoms.
Yeah.
Except for... Well, I did, yeah. Just basic flu-like symptoms,
Mm-hmm.
Like a cough.
I mean, I don't want that shit. I fucking hate the flu, you know what I mean? So...
Yeah. So, but it's frustrating because we can't do it because we have to be safe.
They're opening the pools here in Yakima in a couple of weeks, but only 5 at a time. That's fucking stupid. It's just...
I mean, they just opened Malia's pool.
Oh, yikes, dude.
Yeah. I mean, we
really don't have that many cases in Thurston County, but still.
I mean, yeah. Well, I think it's fine, especially the fact that there's a bunch of chlorine and a lot of chemicals floating around in there.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess that's a good point.
We don't really utilize anything when we go in there. We don't really go in a locker. We don't sit down. We just go in, do her swimming lessons. We sit on the bench.
Mm-hmm.
And when she's done, she goes in the locker room. I guess sometimes she will go in that stall, but it's just a closed curtain real quick. But yeah, I think it's fine, man. I don't know. She's going tomorrow, so
yeah. I'm not trying to convince you. I was just like, yikes.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you're taking a risk with everything you do. Really.
Exactly.
So, what do you do, man?
I mean, I eat out a lot. I mean, I don't actually eat out.
You went to Mod Pizza.
I say I don't go in, like, stay inside there and eat, but I definitely get carry out a lot, so.
Yeah. I went to meet somebody about a business deal at Starbucks, right? Well, I didn't know this, but they had a sign that said we're open.
Mm-hmm.
and that's all you can see from the road. So I was like, I guess we can go to the Starbucks. We're setting up a business appointment, and she beat me there, and she called me. She's like, hey, they're closed here, and their outside dining is closed, and you can't dine in here. Like, it's takeout only. I was like, what?
Yeah.
And so we're scrambling to find a place to go. Well, long story short, we ended up at the park, which ended up being better because a business meeting with masks on just is kind of lame.
Yeah. Park's nice too.
Yeah, no, it worked out.
That's a good place to have a business meeting, I feel like, because it kind of breaks up that super formal thing, you know? It's real relaxed. So.
It was nice. Got a little windy, but that's okay.
Yeah. I fucking hate the wind.
I know.
It's so annoying. I mean, it's totally
blow papers around.
Totally necessary for life, but like the wind's so annoying.
Yeah, especially when you need to look at papers and stuff. And
just wash hands a lot, Grandma said, when you go swimming.
There you go. Yeah.
I have sanitizer and gloves and stuff I bring everywhere, so that's probably why I'm all right.
Yeah, we got sanitizer as well.
Yeah, there's sanitizer right here in the middle of this table. You know.
Just talking about it makes me want to use it. You know,
like, let me sanitize.
I've already used some twice today.
Here, can you skeet me some of that?
This is the third time I've used sanitizer today.
Dude, this one's kind of. Don't like this. This smells like tequila.
It does, man.
It's because they made it. They're trying to make it cheap and fast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just bought.
It smells like Patron right there.
Yeah. What is it? Patron. For real.
Cup.
Yeah. I just got Germex for the first time in forever. They had it at Fred Meyer, and I was like, oh my god, good sanitizer. It smells so good.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't even know they made. I was like starting to wonder if I just forgot to smell sanitizer correctly. But no, it smells great. Wait, Grandma, you can't swim? What?
Wait, what?
I can't swim, so I don't have to worry about it. Like, you don't know
how to... You can't swim at all? If this is a true story, Mom, I don't know who you are.
Oh, are you... Is it that you don't know how to swim, or is it that your hips fucked up or something because you're age? You know what I mean? Okay. Most of them smell like Jose Cuervo.
Yeah, specify on that, because if you can't swim, as in you never learn the skill to swim, that's a shock to me. That's news to me.
If that's the truth, we gotta teach you how to swim. You know what I mean?
Right? It's gonna be like a goal of mine, is to make sure you learn how to swim.
I'm gonna teach my grandma how to swim.
I think Mom knows how to swim, though. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is something I just didn't know about her.
Yeah, you're like
at 37 years.
You find out at like 37. You push her into the lake. She's like, flapping her arms.
I thought you knew how to swim. I mean, shit. You put me in swim lessons when I was like 8 or 9. Figure you'd done that for yourself when you're at least by the time you're 40.
Yeah. My grandpa taught me how to swim. I remember that at the YMCA.
Right on. Heads up.
No, that's why I made sure my kids could swim. I'm afraid of the water my whole life. I thought you knew. That's crazy.
That's crazy. You probably have told me, but I completely probably just forgot. It went over my head or something, but that's like news to me right now. That's insane.
Good luck with what? Oh, teaching you how to swim? Well, how about we do it like a little kiddie pool?
You gotta start out on a floaty.
We'll do it like in a 4-foot pool. You're like 5 foot tall, so you'll be alright.
Yeah, Malia started out with those little wraparound noodles.
Yeah, we'll
just wrap it around, put a little bungee around it, and you start floating around out there.
Congratulations, we received 100 messages today. Wow.
What do you know?
That's what Restream just told us.
Oh.
Wow. I think it's mostly just because, the grandparents are having a conversation.
Yeah.
Get her arm floaters. Yeah.
Oh, arm floaters. There you go.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Well, I guess that makes sense.
She's not amused.
Well, I mean, that's cool. I mean, there's nothing wrong with... I mean, I appreciate you teaching us how to swim or getting us in those lessons, because that was one of the most valuable things. I think everybody should learn how to swim.
Yeah, just don't ever go on a cruise, apparently.
I mean, you never know if Armageddon happens and we start flooding. The floods happen or something. We're all just floating. Or if you got to live in Florida all of a sudden one of these times.
Okay, so that's part of your apocalypse plan. You have to have floaties.
Yep. That's part of your precautionary pre-apocalypse plan.
Yeah, that is true. That is how my grandpa taught me, though. He's saying that because the floaties, the arm floater things, I remember using those, learning how to swim.
Nice. How vivid do you remember that, or how?
That was pretty good. I remember him I think he was kind of holding me in the position where I would swim, and then letting me swim, and then letting go. I think that's what we were doing.
Okay.
I remember.
I was gonna ask. I was wondering if you remembered how efficient they were. Like if they were. Oh, if it's one of those things where you stick your elbows out, and if you let it, you can just still.
They're kind of a pain in the ass, but I think I was 5, if I remember correctly. You went on a cruise to Alaska and didn't know how to swim. You're just playing with fire there. Okay, that's crazy.
Yeah, see what I mean? You get in a situation where it's like Titanic. You hit that iceberg. You're forced to swim for a couple miles.
A couple miles?
Oh, man.
Do you know how far a couple miles is in the water?
Dude, that would be intense.
I almost drowned in Lake Limerick, dude, trying to swim across the lake. It's not even a mile across.
You would do it, though, wouldn't you?
I would.
You'd back float. You'd figure out a way to endure.
That's how I got across Limerick, because I almost fucking drowned in there, dude.
Damn.
I got half...
Swam across it?
Yeah, I got halfway, and I was like, oh, no.
You're committed, yeah.
Yeah, there was I couldn't turn back. I was like, oh shit. So I got on my back and did exactly what you said, and I toughed it out the whole way through.
Damn.
It was awful, dude. I totally thought I was gonna die. And
it seemed easy going into it, huh?
The thing is, when you look at a body of water on land, it looks not as far as when you're actually in the water. You ever notice that when you're swimming somewhere, you're like, wow. Yeah. If you swim to a dock that's out somewhere, and then you get up on top of the dock and you look back at the land, you're like, this isn't even fucking far, but it felt like forever.
The depth perception is a little bit off, ain't it?
Yeah. But so I swam across the fucking lake, thought I was gonna drown, got to the other side, and immediately stepped on a fucking bee and got stung in the foot.
Oh, man.
And not only that, I was on the opposite side of the lake from my house, so then I had to walk all the way back home, and I was like, oh my god.
Barefoot?
I think I had.
That wasn't planned out very well.
I think I had my shoes on me.
Okay.
I don't think I was wearing.
How'd you step on a bee there? Then
I think I had my shoes off when I stepped on the bee. I think I had my shoes with me.
Swimming?
Yeah.
Weird. Okay.
Well, I mean, we randomly decided to swim across the lake.
Yeah. Fuck's just warm. I'm all thinking about the weird shit. How'd you step on the bee? Weren't you wearing shoes? Why'd you swim with shoes but not wear them?
You ever tried swimming with shoes on, though? It's the worst.
It sucks, but I don't know. I feel a little more safe. I always get worried about hitting something, or I don't know. I'm weird like that when I'm swimming in lakes and rivers.
Yeah. Dude, I feel like they just weigh you down. I feel like I'm going to drown when I have fucking shoes on.
It's just nice to be able to put your feet down when you need to. On the ground, on the rocks or something.
It took Laura 3 years to learn how to swim. Wow, what is up with our family? I don't feel like it took me that long. I feel like I picked it up pretty quick.
I don't know if I was just gonna say that. I don't know if it took me that long.
It definitely didn't take me years at all. So
yeah, I feel like it was something. I have no idea, but it feels like it was something that was natural for me because I love swimming.
Yeah, you're pretty athletic. I was always naturally athletic, so maybe it's just we're athletic, so things like that are easier for us. Kyle's riding his bike and asking where's Danny's skateboard. Oh, I guess we gotta go hang out again sometime, huh? I scared that kid, dude. He was riding around the parking lot.
Yeah.
And I came right up on him and then swerved away, and he's like, ah! And then he got all scared. I didn't even mean to scare him. I thought he thought it was fun, but
that's funny.
It took months for me? Oh, I didn't know that. I mean, I was 5, so I guess interesting. I mean, that's all right.
Pretty good progress.
I mean, 5-year-old taking a few months to learn how to. Ben was like a fish. You just put him in the water. He's like,
right.
You're like, yeah.
I'm just doing that before you put me in the water. So as soon as you drop me in, I'm just
you're like Dewey Cox in when he plays that blues thing at the beginning. Remember he's the kid.
Yeah, I don't remember. It's been so long since I've seen that.
We just watched that the other day. Me and Heather, dude.
Did you?
She had never seen it before.
Nice. I love that movie, man.
That movie's so fucking funny. It's on Netflix, dude. So
yeah,
if you want to see it.
Oh yeah, that's a classic.
Yeah, he walks up to these two black blues musicians.
Yeah.
And he's like, what kind of music's that? You know what I mean? And they're like, oh, it's the blues. And then he's like, oh, I never played anything like that. Remember then he just quickly picked it up?
Yeah.
That's you right. Learning how to swim.
That's right, yeah. I do remember that part now.
He was diving right away. You were just diving into the pool. You're like, hell yeah, man.
I do remember liking to dive a lot. the diving board was so fun for me.
I never really liked diving.
What was weird was the high dive. I remember the high dive being terrifying at first, like just being up there and looking down, and it was just high. And so just overcoming that. Once I did, I don't know how.
Did you actually dive off the dive?
No, I just jumped off. But then after that, I did dive. There was a point where I wanted to dive after that, and so I just got obsessed with just running and diving off the high dive after that.
You ran?
Yeah.
That sounds dangerous as fuck.
It's fun, man.
Holy
It's
shit.
been years since I've done that. But yeah, that was my thing. Just, doing a regular.
I think I've gone off a high dive a couple of times, but I don't think it was like a high dive. Actually, you know what? I'm pretty sure I did in swim class. Because we had a swim class that I took in high school.
I feel like if I used a diving board now, I'd probably eat shit, slip, do the splits.
That's what I was
hit my
saying. I'm like,
nuts,
you were
roll over
running
the
across
side.
that shit. Dude,
It's been so many years.
yeah. I don't like diving because I'm really sensitive to the pressure in my ears going deep in the water.
Yeah.
So like anything under like going like more than 6 feet under the water the pressure builds up too much in my head. I'm like, I gotta go back up, fuck this.
I did always hate that. Yeah, going like 12 feet to the bottom.
Yeah, we had the 12-foot pool and you get to the bottom and you get back up and you're like, ow. That's at least for me.
Where at your grandpa's?
No, at in the Shelton High School.
I don't know if you remember that pool.
I do remember that pool.
Do you really?
The house on Logan?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's Logan.
That's one thing I remember about Jim's house, the old house. They had a pool there.
That was a cool pool, man.
Probably the only person I knew that had a pool, I think, at that
Yeah.
time. That's funny.
Yeah, I remember that pool. That was dope.
I'm sure I swam in it. I vaguely kind of remember that.
I think my dad and the brothers, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure they threw parties there.
Probably.
Yeah. Logan, see? I still remember the name of that road, even though I don't actually know that road. But you built that house? He built it with his bare hands.
Right on. That's cool. I bet it was nice and cheap back then, too.
I thought he said it was like 20 grand when he bought it.
Oh,
or
wow.
built it or something. Or was it like 50 grand? I don't even remember, but it was like in the 80s, right? Or the 70s or 80s or some shit like that when they made it.
I feel like it was a brick house. I'm probably totally wrong. No, you wouldn't have built a brick house, probably.
I think it definitely had brick in it.
Nah.
I don't know if the outside was brick.
Okay. I don't know why. That part of my memory is probably off.
I remember having a 77, yeah.
Wow.
You don't even have that house anymore? That's really sad. You had it for so
77K? Or were we talking about
77K or the year 77?
1977 or 77K?
I think it's 1977.
Okay.
Yeah, around the fireplace there was definitely brick. I remember that because I remember distinctly being like 4 or 5 or something and having Christmas there around that fireplace. It was totally... Yeah, I can't believe you sold that house. That's so depressing. I mean, I can't believe you sold it, but I was just sad about it, you know? That's just cool. The house was much smaller than I remembered as a child. You know, when you're a child, everything looks huge.
1977 for 38K. Wow.
38K.
That's a steal, man. Back then. Even back then, that's a pretty good deal, probably.
Yeah.
But
38K.
definitely those days.
You could build like one room for 38K now.
Exactly. Non-heated, no energy.
Like, here's your shed.
Yeah.
1,000 square. Yeah, 1,000 square feet is pretty small.
Yeah, it's just a little baby.
Yeah, that house and then the house in Sela. Those ones. I don't know if you've ever been to the house in Sela. I think my grandma Billy. It was my grandma Billy's house. I think originally. 150K in 2013. That's actually really fucking cheap.
That's a hell of a good turnaround, though, too.
Yeah.
That's a long time to live in it, though.
Yeah, 112K. He didn't live in it the whole time, though.
Oh, yeah. Good point.
Yeah.
That's why real estate is good, man.
Yeah. Sela was grandma Billy's, but then you guys eventually lived there. I missed that place. That place was cool too, man. It was on Sela has like the craziest hills I've ever seen in my life, dude.
Yeah, Sela is really cool, man. Bunch of dirt hills.
Yeah.
I got a lot of dirt bikes that they do, on those hills.
But she lived up one of those steep ass hills, and then she had a fucking driveway that was like this. I swear to God. I'm probably being dramatic, but I remember being a kid and being terrified of being in a car in that driveway.
Yeah.
Rented it for over 15 years. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I've had some cool houses. He had a cool house that was like out in the outside of the city. I remember Grandma Billy. That's what your grandma said. Your mom, dude. Yeah, Grandma Billy was cool. Did you ever meet Grandma Billy?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, she was cool.
Oh yeah. She ended up getting Parkinson's disease, right? Or
No, that was Bonnie.
oh, I'm thinking of Bonnie then. I probably did meet her, but I don't remember her then. I'm thinking of Bonnie.
Yeah, everyone met Bonnie. I'm pretty sure. So.
Yeah.
Bonnie was cool. Bonnie was funny.
Yeah, she was cool.
She was feisty as fuck, dude. It was funny.
Yeah, it's funny. Old people that are feisty are funny.
Yeah.
They got a lot of character, you know what I mean? A lot of fire.
Yeah, the House on 10 Acres was the best one. Yeah, it was cool. I'm not really much of like living in the country kind of person, but that was kind of cool. Is Bonnie her daughter? I think Bonnie was her. I thought Bonnie was Grandma Billy's sister. Do I have that incorrect? Sold that one for 175K. Wow. Sold all these houses for so much money.
Yeah,
but I guess you probably had loans on those you still had to pay off, so.
Not necessarily, dude.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying tenants play that off.
Yeah. Okay. So Bonnie was Grandma Billy's sister. Okay.
I don't know if that's what he did, but that's what actually I'm gonna be doing.
Yeah.
Eventually.
I know he had a lot of problems with his tenants being late on payments and shit all the time and stuff.
It's just part of it. You gotta deal with that, though.
Yeah.
But you get basically, the name of the game, as far as what I understood, is you basically,
So what was Bonnie's mom's name? I don't know if it was her first name, but we always call her Grandma Basil. I don't know I don't think that was her first name. Right?
Basil, that's a hell of an old name right there.
Yeah. I think that was Enna. Is it Ina? I don't even know. But last name was Basil.
Oh, last name. I thought you said the first name. Okay.
Oh, Mark's here too. Hi, Mark. How's it going?
Oh, what's up, dude? We got the whole family.
We got the whole family in here. This is a family podcast.
A family podcast.
Make sure to talk about appropriate things. Our whole entire fucking family's here.
Right? That's hilarious.
That's cool. I barely remember Grandma Basil. I remember hanging out at her house, though, watching Batman as a little kid. Nice. And A Christmas Story. I really remember watching A Christmas Story there. I remember watching A Christmas Story, going outside, and there was icicles. And I remember looking up at them, and someone told me, like, don't do that. That's dangerous.
That's like a movie, man. That's a movie scene right there, where the ice pick falls off and lands in your eyeball.
Yeah. People have died.
Yeah, is that a thing?
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Okay. So Grandma Basil flirted with Bob when she met him. That's funny. How old was Grandma Basil at the time? 80? I think she died when she was 93, if I remember correctly.
Okay, she's probably just messing around with him.
Poor Bob. Poor Bob.
That's funny. She was just messing around with him.
Yeah, Bob was probably like 40 at the time, right? In his 40s.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's like trolling back in 1990s.
She was 94 when she died? Okay, I thought she was 93. I mean, pretty close.
It's a good life right there.
Yeah.
94.
That's intense.
We were just talking about that, man. I don't know if we talked about it on air, though.
I think was she born in like 1903 or something? I think she died like the late 90s. Like 98 or something?
Yeah.
Something like that? What were you talking about?
Oh. I was talking about what we were talking about. I don't think we talked about it on air, but remember how we were talking about increments of life in years, about how the difference in 10, 20 years is a good portion of life, and so much can happen in that time. And so
the difference between being 75 and 95 is a huge time.
Whether you're 50 or 70, 60 or 80, exactly 80 or 100, like that. I don't know. I feel like health might have gotten us on that conversation, but that's why I take health a little more seriously, because I think about that, like, am I going to live to be 60? Am I going to live to be 70, 80, 90? Obviously, I'd like to prolong the most I can. So,
yeah.
But it's definitely interesting to think about.
Mickey's only 83? I thought he was like in his late 80s at this point. That's cool.
It's pretty good, man.
Still have a great grandpa. It's kind of crazy.
When you're 83, you got so much time too.
I feel like he's pretty like coherent still. You know what I mean? Like last time I checked, he was doing pretty good. So
Yeah, it'd be nice to be retired, 83, and just you know,
My grandpa Mickey cut his toe off with a lawnmower.
Holy crap.
Gladys lived to 96.
Yeah,
Our family does alright.
Gladys was so cool. She was definitely a feisty older woman.
Is he part Cherokee? What part? Like a 30-second? Are you sure? He's pretty white.
30 seconds to be exact.
30 seconds? That's not even a real...
I know.
That's not even a real
it's
thing.
an odd number.
I guess you could be 30 seconds. Because that's... So, like, if you had a parent that was an 8th, right? Then you would be a 16th, right?
Doesn't it have to be an even number?
No. So if you have one parent that's an 8th, that equals to 2 16ths, right? Wait.
2 16ths equal an 8.
Yeah. But if you have a parent that's an 8th, then you'd be 1/16th, right?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, a parent was 1/16th, yeah.
Yeah. And then so if you had a parent that was a quarter as well, so if you had one parent that was twice as much as the other one, then you would have an odd number. You know what I mean? So if you had one, let's make this simple. If you had one parent that was full native, right?
Yeah.
Then you'd be half native from them, right? But then if you had your other parent, if they were both the same tribe, that was half native, then you get a quarter from them. So you get the 50% and the 25%. So you'd be 75%.
3/4, yeah.
3/4. So you could have an odd number, but
Well, it's not an odd number though. Still.
it's 3 is 3/4. It'd be the same thing as you had three.
Oh yeah, I guess
3
you're
30
right.
seconds.
I guess you're right. Yeah.
I just made it simpler to understand.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yes, that can happen.
He's a quarter Cherokee? Wow, okay. That means I'm like a 32nd Cherokee, so that doesn't matter.
He's an Indian outlaw. Half Cherokee and Chippewa. What was that Alan Jackson song?
Grandma said, sounds like something Bob would do. She's talking about chopping the toe off with a lawnmower.
God, yeah.
That'd be the
Bob's
worst.
gotta be careful, man.
First of all, okay, since you're here, Grandpa, was he not wearing fucking shoes mowing the lawn? Like, or did you chop through his shoe?
That's a good question. I hope to God he was wearing a shoe. Yeah.
He wasn't wearing shoes?
Here we go again. Wait, he
just,
was or he wasn't wearing?
He just says, yeah. Yep.
We're having this problem again.
Would you like chicken or would you like steak? Yes. Okay.
That's funny. We gotta figure out ways to. It's the way we're asking questions, man.
He pulled it and tripped over something. So you, yikes! They couldn't.
That sounds painful because the blades, like, you almost wish that. No, I don't know if it cut it, because I imagine it didn't sever.
He was wearing shoes. Oh, jeez.
It probably didn't sever his toe or anything.
I don't know.
It probably just really.
What you didn't know, it was one of those push lawnmowers. I'm just fucking with you. You're like trying to think. You're like, how would that work? He pushed all the way through his toe.
Oh man.
Or I guess pulled all the way through his toe.
That's talented. That's a talented man right there. He should be a magician.
I wonder if that fucks with his balance because it's his big toe.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's his big toe.
Probably, yeah.
He probably learned how to.
Because that is where all your pressure goes in that corner of your foot.
He probably got used to it though. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Learned to counteract that.
Yeah, you don't realize. We want to talk about funny pains, man. One time I had a pain in the bottom of my shoe.
Oh god, don't tell me this fucking story.
You know what I'm talking about?
You're talking about your fucking toenail again?
No.
Oh.
No. That's a different story where, I ripped my toenail off and it took about 2 years to grow back. So.
God, stop.
Not that story. This is a story probably happened about within the last year, I think. But I had so we've all had this where maybe you've arched your foot or something too much, or it's usually what causes it, but you get a cramp.
Like a Charlie horse?
Right in the middle of the center of your foot, right?
Yeah.
And you're just like, I sit there rubbing it out, trying to do anything you can because it hurts so bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not the type of pain that just snap your finger and goes away. You got to sit there and kind of massage it out, and it's still excruciatingly, painful. So I had that happen, but not only did it not go away, but it lasted for about a week.
What?
And so it affected my walking too. And I couldn't even put pressure on that foot. I was like, this is weird. It's like, what's going on? And yeah, I had some other guy tell me that actually. He's like, yeah, you're just getting old, man.
Well, the thing is,
like,
usually,
that's cool.
Usually when you get cramps like that, it's usually because you're dehydrated. So
Really?
maybe you weren't. Maybe you need like some potassium or some magnesium or something.
Yeah, that was definitely interesting.
If that happens in the future, just go like get some coconut water and see if that fixes your
coconut water, huh?
Yeah.
I stick it.
Coconut water has magnesium in it and it has potassium in it. It's really hydrating.
Okay.
It's really good if you're hungover too. If you're ever hungover, grab a coconut water.
Yeah, let's hope I'm never hungover again. But
yeah, I'm just saying.
Coconut water.
If it happens. in the future.
I know. In the event that I go back on what I said, you never know. I might have another night where I'm like, hey, let's have a couple drinks, man, and 2 cases of White Claw later.
Dude, that was a fun night.
Yeah, and we're.
It wasn't a fun morning, but it was a fun night.
It wasn't a fun morning. That was insane. Yeah, that was one of the last real times I drank.
Ben puked out a demon from his body.
Yeah, I know. That was weird. I puked out something that looked like it came from my insides. It was like a piece of flesh. It was a piece of my part of me. I needed that.
Well, you seem to be fine. It's been a couple months now, 2-3 months. So
yeah. Maybe it's just something I won't know until I'm like 70.
Well, who cares by then? You live like 30 fucking years without it, and they're like, so that thing you lost 30 years ago, yeah, you're gonna die now.
Yeah, that was a main contributor as to why your health is the way it is right now.
Grandma said you're getting too old for hangovers.
Right? I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like hangovers.
I'm getting too fucking old for hangovers now.
And that hangover was the first. That was the first time I've drank like that in years.
Yeah.
So before that time.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's not my thing. It's not my thing. You guys know that. But it's okay every now and then,
Yeah.
Got a lot of people around. Drinks are flying around. Everybody's happy.
Mm-hmm.
Stories are floating around. Good times. Just want to join the party.
It's not terrible at social events if you don't overdo it.
Yeah, you always got that person or two that just likes to drink a little too much, They really like to drink.
This guy. I'm like, I'll have one.
Then they just get loud. They get louder and louder.
I have 4, and then the next thing I know, it's like I've had like 13. I'm like, woo! Let's go for a fucking jog, dude. What are you guys doing? I'm like fucking just being an idiot. So
yeah.
Story
if we didn't have, oh man, yeah. I don't know why. I'm reminded of this one story of when we went out, but I'm gonna hold off on that one.
Because our whole family's here.
We got too many family members on this podcast right now to be telling stories like that, so I'll save that one.
What, me and you went out?
No.
Oh, okay. We had some fun stories.
That was a while. Yeah, if it's the time you're talking that I'm thinking about, that was, yeah. Too many family members on that one, too.
That was like 5-6 years ago? Maybe longer?
Probably longer than that, yeah.
Okay.
That wasn't even a primordial then.
Oh, okay, so it was like 7 or 8 years ago?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah, time flies, man.
Yeah.
Good times. So,
Grandma hasn't had a hangover in almost 30 years. Ask my dad.
good for you.
Ask my dad. Did you drink with my dad?
Wait, what?
Okay. I didn't even talk to my dad in so long. I'm not going to ask him that, but
I was 40 my last hangover. Sorry, I was making sure I read that right. 40 last hangover. I thought I was going to die. Right on. Yeah, Mom, you don't seem like you're much of a drinker either. I always seen my mom, never seen her drink.
Not even like a glass of wine?
I don't think so.
I don't think I have either.
As long as, I've known you. And I've known you my whole life. I've never seen you drink. I don't think I've ever seen you ever have a can of beer or a glass of wine near you or drink it. Maybe you have and I just don't remember, but I cannot picture that or remember it. But although I do remember a couple times seeing you have like a can of beer in the groceries when you came home occasionally, just one. It was never a 6-pack. I've never seen a 6-pack. It was always just one beer. And I was like, 1 beer.
She's like, I can't fucking deal with you kids right now.
I always thought that was weird.
1 beer to take the edge off.
Yeah, I always thought that was weird. 1 beer. My mom's a 1 beer type of drinker, man.
Fuck, I wish I was a 1 beer type of person.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
It was pretty funny to see that. So yeah, never seen. Mom kept the drinking on the down low, pretty low key, man.
Oh, my dad was at the house when you got home. Okay,
Yeah.
interesting.
Oh, okay.
So he got to see the aftermath. Young Jimmy, what is he, like 16 at the time?
That's funny.
Oh, okay. They used to party together. Small world, huh? Small world.
My mom.
Used to party with.
Oh, okay. You guys used to party, huh?
Party hardy.
Crazy,
Yeah,
yeah.
it makes sense. Grandma used to play. She plays in bands and stuff. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
yeah. I guess bands, yeah. I guess, yeah, I got a weird band story with. I guess I partied hard with my mom one time too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, went to the cabin party with her one night and or one weekend, I should say. Ended up sleeping with like an older lady.
You slept with
wild
older
night.
lady
Yeah, that was
while you
wild night.
partied with grandma.
Yeah.
What a
Went up
weird
to
story.
Some cabin party where she was playing. There was a live band and stuff going on.
You
So.
met some older lady there, and she's like, hey.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was a wild night. Very cool though. Lots of food, lots of drinks, lots of good times, fires.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I'll never forget that though.
I wonder. Dude, I haven't hung out with anyone that has a cabin in so long. Going to cabins is like the coolest thing ever. People that have like those like lake houses, little cabins.
Yeah,
Those are so cool.
those are cool, man. I'm kind of jealous. I don't know if I want to live there. I mean, I guess I would.
It'd be nice to have one just out there. You know what I mean? Have an extra house if you're rich enough.
Use it as a vacation house.
Exactly. Or even just be like, hey, we're gonna go out there for the weekend. Like basically,
Well, you can use a vacation house when you're not using it.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like a more permanent
That's what my
camping
salesman does.
more permanent camping spot. You know what I mean? Basically.
Yeah, exactly. And he
Like,
was
we don't
telling me
need a tent.
about.
I have a house in the woods, dude.
He was telling me a lot of nice tax benefits to that too,
Oh, really?
as opposed to actually owning a home and or even property, apartments property.
Yeah. Grandma's denying that she partied with Tammy now.
Oh, okay.
They're having a good time right here.
That's funny.
I just say you can't tell tone over the internet, but he's like, maybe he was just like, okay, but you could all be like, okay, you know what I mean? What was the tone there, huh?
Very easy to get tone mixed up. Yeah.
Text is unforgiving for the tone.
Yeah, me and my so man, it's getting nice out about this time, so it's like perfect walking.
Maybe we'll start. We'll do that in the future. We'll find a way to mobily have a podcast. We'll go for a walk.
Go for a walk. We just can't steal that one guy's idea up there in Seattle area that has a podcast of him just walking. I don't even think he talks. He just walks,
Really?
and you just listen to his footsteps and stuff.
This sounds hilarious. So hold up. Grandma said, I came home and got into bed with Selena to talk to her. Didn't know Jimmy was there too.
Okay.
Awkward.
That's funny.
Drunk mom comes in the room while you're hanging out with your girlfriend. You're like, what?
Oh, that is hilarious.
I don't like it when you guys fight. Are we fighting? Are we gonna duke it out now?
Oh man.
Who do you think would win? Ben would probably win right now, but
At what?
a fight.
Out of who?
Me and you.
Oh.
Me and you. Oh, Mark doesn't like it when they fight. That's funny.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
I thought he was talking to us.
Okay, I was like, well, that's a random question. Yeah, he's talking about
Talking about the grandparents. They're having a...
yeah, he's acting like
Or the parents for you.
like they're getting ready to divorce.
They both laugh so hard. That's so funny.
I was like, yeah, you're asking me that question. I was like, bro, this just turned into like a Grant Cardone, Jordan Belfort podcast right now.
I thought Mark was talking
He was
about...
like-
I thought Mark was making a joke towards us.
He was like that's what that podcast turned into. He was like, we should have a UFC fight, you and me.
Jesus.
He's like, yeah, I think that'd be good. Yeah.
How about wrestling? That's a little less scary.
Yeah.
A little less dangerous.
It was pretty funny. They were both kind of talking shit to each other. It was just such a weird hour and a half of uncomfort.
Was it uncomfortable or were they having fun?
They were having fun with it, but they didn't. You could tell they didn't like each other because totally post interviews about it, they were definitely reflecting how they're like, yeah, that guy's a douche.
That guy's a dick. I told Selena I'd drive her to you got in bed with your daughter and her boyfriend, and then you're like, I'm gonna drive you to the hospital. You go into labor. So she was pregnant with me at the time. That's funny. So you got in bed with all three of us.
Damn.
Making the story sound way weird.
Mom got right. Mom's right. This hit newspapers and be like, mom gets in bed and tries to have a kinky threesome with a pregnant lady or whatever. Just the worst thing you can think of.
Just put it in. Just frame it the worst way.
Light, yeah.
She said, "No way, mom." Well, it's a good thing she said that because what if you had that would have been a bad idea.
Yeah, it's pretty awkward.
I mean, my dad was like 16. Oh, he was like 16, 17. He could have drove for sure. It's kind of weird to think that my parents were so young when they had me. It didn't seem that young when I was a kid, but now that I'm like 28, I'm like 17.
It was crazy, man, because I was young too.
Yeah, you were 9 when I was born, so.
Yeah, it's one of those things that I don't know, just became like a normal thing in life because you were like living with us too. So it was like, oh, I got like it's almost like a little brother, but not.
Yeah, I think we're close enough in age that we will like. You feel more like a brother, I guess, than an uncle in some ways, at least. It's kind of like in that weird middle age gap. You know what I mean? Like 9 years is kind of far, but not far enough to feel like an actual uncle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My uncles on my dad's side are like I think they're like teen levels a year older than me. You know what I mean? Like 13, 15 years older than me and shit.
Mom said I patted Selena on the rear,
but it was Jimmy instead.
And Jimmy laughed so hard.
He was trying to cop a feel, Grandma.
That's hilarious.
He was athletic, man. I don't blame you.
That's so funny.
This
kind of stories are funny, dude.
This is a funny family podcast.
Yeah.
Other people listening, like, you guys got a fucked up family. This is weird. Everyone has a weird family. Okay.
Let's what did I had a couple things to talk about though before we wrap up the podcast. What was it? Oh, so not much. I just wanted to talk about how me and Malia, we went on a walk, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, well, kind of, I was talking about how this is like a good time to walk. Well, we went on a walk about this time, actually. It's like 8:30. Mm-hmm. And there was this long trail, which I thought it was a trail. Turned out it's actually a driveway.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, shit, we can't walk down the driveway. It's someone's house down there at the end. And so we decided to go through a walk in the cemetery.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, this is kind of cool.
At this time?
Yeah, it was about 8:30. It was nice and light out still. But it was...
Walking through the cemetery at dusk with your daughter.
I haven't been to a cemetery in years, though, so it was a weird thing.
Did you get spooked?
Just kind of... No, I didn't get spooked. It was just kind of more of like a learning thing for my daughter.
Oh, okay.
Talking about life and death and looking at people's tombstones. And
you're like, there's dead people underneath you.
She's asking me, talking about there's bodies right here. We're looking at tombstones. She's like, what's all this? And I'm like, this is when they were born, when they died. That's how we add up she's like, how do you know that they're 27? I'm like, just add it up, the years and all this. So like, we're just breaking it down. She's just learning about tombstones in a cemetery. There was one we came across and it was like 1902 to 1904 or something like that. It was a long time ago.
Maybe.
Yeah, right. And it was just kind of weird to see her put the math together because she like already did it herself. She was like, wait, she was only 2? I was like, yeah, I was a baby. She's like, oh, wow. And so it was just weird. I've seen some old ones there too. Like, there's a lot of old ones there. Old
1850.
They got like moss on the side of them and stuff.
That's
and it's
cool,
like
though.
from like 1815 to 1880 or something.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, man. It's like, this is cool. It's almost like
they've been dead for 140 years.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. Tombstones are cool in that regard. They're forever. You know what I mean? It's like that's like a representation of you and your footprint on the earth.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's kind of cool, but
what do you want on your tombstone? Anything special or just like?
Not really.
Here lies.
I mean, I don't know, man. It's a good question. I've never been asked that question.
You never been asked that question, huh?
No. I don't want anything. I don't know. What would I want somebody to know about me? I don't really care.
Mine's gonna be like something stupid, like he did some things and then he died.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really need to say much about me. I don't think.
Yeah.
You know, he was a good dude, I guess. But
Wow.
does that need to be
Yeah,
said?
yeah. The frame as a good dude.
Does that have to be said? Yeah, I don't want to say that even because it sounds douchey. Like, what am I gonna say something bad about me? He was an okay dude. He was a bad dude.
Entrepreneur who made $47 million. You're like, it's like a biography. You're just kind of stuff.
I mean, yeah, I don't have a bunch of accolades like that, so not much, man. I would almost prefer nothing.
Yeah.
Just a time and a day, and maybe like a quote. Those are kind of cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
What's a
Quote,
cool?
little quotes.
So put like a Terrence McKenna quote on there, or a quote of yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah, come up with a cool quote to put on your tombstone then.
something rough.
Something rough.
Live free, die hard. Wait, is that like?
That's a movie.
Is that like? I know, that's why I heard that. Just kidding. I would never get something like that on my tombstone.
That was the cringiest one you could have ever made. Not the cringiest one, but it was pretty cringe. Right? So.
I just imagine that being like I don't know. Maybe I'm just there's a
Let's
stigma.
put meet us for pussies on your tombstone.
Maybe I'm just right. Me just for pussies. That's a great one right there. By the way, I still need to read that book
You haven't even read that book.
and do a review. Yeah, because I heard good things about it. So
How do you want your funeral to be?
good question. What kinds of songs, things like
Kind
that?
of sad. What do you want the mood to be? You're like, don't fucking cry. Have a good time. Laugh. You know what I mean?
I do want a couple sad songs. You know, I guess.
You want some eulogies?
Yeah. Maybe like some Alice in Chains, Down in a Hole or something.
You want people to do sad
Yeah.
speeches or what?
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Those are kind of cool. I actually appreciate those.
Okay.
They're sad, but it's kind of cool to understand like how much a person meant to somebody and with the story and how much they impacted them, like with a specific story.
Okay. Yeah. If you die before me, I'll do the eulogy then. Cool.
Yeah. I don't know. I have a hard time doing eulogies, but
Have you done them?
no.
Okay.
Have I even? I don't know if I've even spoken. I think I might have spoken at somebody's. I can't remember whose it was now. It might have been Little Josh, but I just can't remember. Been to too many fucking funerals, man.
I've only been to one.
Really?
It was Bonnie's.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Well, that's a good thing, man.
Yeah.
They're not fun.
Yeah. I try to avoid them.
It seems like I'm hitting a funeral once every few years.
I don't know if it's disrespectful to not go to the funerals, but I feel like I don't know, man. I just I feel weird about funerals. You know what I mean? Funerals are weird, and I feel like I don't know if I want people to be sad after I die. I mean, I guess I do. I want them to be like sad that I'm gone, but I don't want them to all sit there in a room together crying. You know what I mean?
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd rather them get together and like have a good time. For me personally, you know what I mean? Crack some jokes or something. Make light of the moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Find some comedy in it. You know what I mean? I mean, don't make a joke of my life, but you know what I mean. Like, just have a good time, have some.
Like, whoa, you're taking it too far now, buddy.
But yeah, just have a good time, have some laughs. You know, enjoy yourselves. Remember the good times. You know what I mean? Don't sit there and be like.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be like a sob fest. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Much rather have it be something kind of cool like that. I was thinking like maybe the songs I want, maybe a couple Beatles songs, some mellow songs, but I don't know if I want like a fucking tearjerker song. Get some party songs up in there.
You want some like Sarah McLachlan, In the Arms of an Angel?
No.
God, it's the worst. By the way, here's my rant. I didn't have a rant, but now I do. Sarah McLachlan's In the Arms of an Angel, stop using that as a go-to funeral song. It fucking sucks. I think it has been used for like 3 of my friends' funeral. And I understand, you know, people, you know, when they die young, nobody's prepared. Like, oh shit, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna play? But anything but Sarah McLachlan's In the Arms of an Angel.
They do that every funeral.
Yeah,
too,
that's just a go-to funeral song. And so,
people are so lazy. I swear to God, even at a funeral, man, it's like what happens is like the funeral director like, people usually pick this song and they're like,
probably.
all right, well, we'll just do that then.
Probably. Yeah.
Come on, man, customize it. Their life is over.
It's somebody's life. God damn it.
Yeah. You only get one
Pardon
fucking
my French.
funeral, you know what I mean? So fucking stop being lazy with people's fucking funerals.
Yeah, man, this is somebody's life. Put some effort into that. So what did my mom say about this? Lighten up that screen right there. What'd you say? He was at my house when I got home. HBO, we didn't party together. That was funny too. The cabin party.
She's talking about a lot of stuff.
Yeah. I'm not sure on that one.
My grandpa did say for funerals, you go to say goodbye, celebrate their life. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great. Yeah, it's a good way to sum it up. That's all you need to be there for.
I mean,
Okay, so here's shit. I'm on a roll here. Here's another rant. When people use funerals, now
make it about themselves.
no.
Oh, okay.
The exact opposite. Well, it could be, but more specifically, they make it about religion.
Oh.
And God, and it turns into a lot of God stuff. And then there's a speech about God, and I don't know. And I have nothing against God, guys. Like I know, and not to offend, anybody who's religious, but I'm not. And so when, like, for instance, I remember Claudette's funeral. I went to that, and I remember, their family's obviously really religious, but the I don't know, what do you call that guy? The sermon or the priest?
The dude that's doing a lot
pastor
of talking. Yeah.
That guy spoke a lot about God.
Oh, I see.
And went on just a side story about God, and and just turned into a different agenda.
Okay.
I thought a different agenda.
I thought you meant just like people going up there and doing their like eulogy shit and fucking just referencing God in there. I'm like, wow, wow, you're going real hardcore with this.
No,
don't fucking talk about God at all at a funeral.
No. Making it an agenda.
Yeah.
Like at that funeral, that's why I used it as an example and kind of painted the picture. Mm-hmm. I'm not kidding. Like probably 10-15 minutes about God.
Okay.
And all these things. I would much rather spend that time listening to people's stories about,
He'd much rather listen to that song that he was just bitching about.
I would much rather listen to Sarah McLachlan than that. That's how bad I hate it. Yeah. That's how bad I hate that. So, please don't do that to the pastors out there and the churches. Please. I mean, I like you guys. I appreciate I respect the religion, but when you start using someone's celebratory event to inject that stuff, it upsets me, especially when I travel 3 hours to a funeral and then hear that. I'm like, I did not travel to spend my time to hear this. Like, I don't know. Yeah. I can go to church anytime I want, but I didn't come to a funeral to do it.
Yeah. Every time I go to church,
Every
time I go to church, I kind of regret it nowadays.
Yeah.
I go with good intentions, and then I'm like, wow, these guys are really preachy. I guess that's what the church is for, though. But
I'm like, I went to church last time I went, and thought they were kind of fucking preachy.
Okay, actually, you know what? The last time I went to church was on Mother's Day. It was the year after my mom died, and I was like, let's try it out. You know what I mean? I'm kind of feeling that today. I went there, and oh my god, I don't know. It was the Baptist church. Maybe it was because it was the Baptist church. Because I've never really had a problem with Presbyterian churches. But I swear to God, they just like ranted, they just preached and tried to make you feel bad about yourself.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was like, this is fucking Mother's Day. Can't we just like remember our mothers and not be made to feel like we're terrible fucking sinners that are gonna go burn in hell? Like, do you have to do that today?
Interesting.
Yeah. And not only that, but like you're sitting there, and I'm like sitting there, I'm like, I want to leave, but I'm sitting at like the front. And there's no way to leave because you gotta walk out. It's so awkward. Everyone will watch you leave. So I just sat there.
It's like a walk of shame.
Yeah,
aisle.
I'm like, son of a bitch. I'm stuck here.
Just draw all the attention to you as you leave.
Yeah, there was a balcony and shit too. So it's like I would just had an entire crowd just watching me leave.
That's awesome.
During the middle of a speech and shit.
It was
on
what's
Mother's
the worst
Day.
Is when you're like in an aisle and people have to scoot sideways like a theater. Mm. You're always just like, excuse me. Oh, like 20 times to get out of an aisle.
Yeah.
That's always the worst.
It's the worst at movie theaters, though.
I know. Yeah. Just that whole scenario, just like, excuse me. 15 times to get in and out. Yeah. It's good stuff. Well, I like hearing your thoughts on the church and religion because I'm
not against religion. I'm like slightly religious. I mean, I don't know if anything exists, but I hope so. You know what I mean?
I think we all hope so.
Yeah. But church, on the other hand, it's hit or miss. Some churches are actually kind of decent. You know what I mean? But
which church did you go to?
It was like First.
Where around
Baptist?
Here?
No, it was in Shelton.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I went to it also because it had like fucking 4.8 star review on fucking online and stuff. So I was like, oh, it's gotta be a good church.
They got people who kind of scout and recruit a little bit. There's this one guy I've seen multiple times, and he's tried to get me to go to their church every time he sees me. Real nice guy.
Dude, I swear to God, people, religious people always try to get you to go to church.
Right? They're always super nice too. They're just like so chippery. It's like there's no way you're this nice. There's just no way you're this nice all the time.
Oh my God. They never stop talking though.
And so yeah, he seen me at the gas station one time. He was like, "Hey, how's it going, brother?" And he was just talking about me, and you ever thought about going to church? And it's like, yeah, I thought about it. He's like, yeah, you should totally come on by, man. It's free, and yeah, bring your daughter. Make it, just super inviting. Just a real nice guy, right?
Yeah.
So he invited me that time. Obviously, I didn't go. And then I'll see him again. Last time I seen him, I was driving, and he's like, "Hey, bro," he's
like, "Pull over."
He's like, "Roll your window down," and give me the whole roll your window down signal. And I was like, "Oh, what's up, dude?" And he was like, "Hey, how's it going, man? You gonna make it to the church?" Yeah. I was like, "I'll try. Yeah, I'll work on that, man." Just like, yeah. I just keep blowing him off. So
that's funny, dude.
Super nice guy though.
The worst is when I don't know if it's ever happened to you, but working in retail, you'd be like checking someone out, you know what I mean? Like working at a register or something, and they start preaching to you about going to church and shit.
Oh yeah.
You're like, dude, fucking go away, man. I'm trying to work here, dude. You can't even like leave. You're just there. You're like, fuck.
Yeah, in that situation, you can't leave.
Have you found our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ? Like, oh my God, please shut the fuck up. You're making me want to go less.
Yeah.
It's like you're doing the opposite of what you're trying to do.
Yeah, you're actually hurting your cause.
If you were like,
you're hurting Jesus'
If you
cause.
came up to me like, hey man, you look like you're a musician, I'm like, yeah, I am a musician. Like, dude, you should come try out for my church band. They're pretty cool, man. I might be like, oh, that sounds kind of cool. Maybe we'll try that out. You know what I mean?
There you go.
Try to get me in there that way. Don't be like,
that might be your way in.
Yeah, it would too. I would fucking go play for a church band. That'd be cool.
You're gonna find Christ through music.
Yeah. I'll be playing guitar one day and I'll just have an epiphany. I'll be like, that's the Lord's note right there.
I have a feeling it's not a pinch harmonic.
It's a total squealy. That was it. That was the voice of God.
Oh man, I love them guitar sounds, right? Oh man. Man, speaking of which, speaking of guitars, we're trying to squeeze in extra practice.
Yeah.
Again, so
when tomorrow?
No,
Fridays. Tomorrow. Did you do Friday?
Yeah, we went last night. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot I was gonna try to skate with Jake and I forgot about it. Maybe next week.
So yeah, we're trying to. Oh yeah, he was skating out there.
Was he? Damn it.
Yeah, the boys were skating.
I'll
yeah,
have to
dude.
bring it next week and I'll actually come here and hang out and skate with them.
Nice. Yeah, I think we're constantly changing our mind, but I think we're working on a new album, so that's going to involve us really grinding.
Are you going to use the same song? I think you should write some new songs that are on your EP.
That's what we're talking about.
Okay. I was going to say, it's like those songs have existed for so long, you got to write some new songs, you know?
Yeah, plus we already got a lot of stuff ready.
Mm-hmm. How many songs you can do? If it's an actual album, you got to do like 10 songs?
Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 new songs?
We got 5 new songs. Yeah.
Wow, you're already halfway there. I would say you need at least 10 songs to do an album.
We got 5 new songs, and then we're working on one. So I guess, yeah.
Okay. Sick.
Potentially 6 already.
Dope.
But that's yeah. That's kind of the plan. So, but it's gonna take a lot of extra work, and
Once you get those new songs, you'll get new fans from the new songs. But then you also have the people who are like, play the old stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So then you'll get different fan bases that'll kind of mesh together.
I love that.
So
I love that. Yeah, they're like
you'll have some haters. I like the old stuff.
Yeah,
I don't like the new stuff.
Yeah. we're gonna be one of those bands now. Exactly. Like their new shit's way better. Like,
or people are gonna be like, yeah, people are like, the new stuff, the old shit's trash, but the new stuff.
And then you're just gonna have the diehard ones.
I love it all.
Yeah, they're like,
I love you.
Man, I
Will
like
you
that
marry me?
That early Primordial, dude.
Early Primordial was dope.
So I'll keep you posted on that because, like I said, we're gonna.
I don't even think I've heard any of these new songs. Maybe a little snippets of.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that little bits and pieces here and there, but
You don't really play guitar at home, so very often.
No, I need to. That's another reason why we need more practice, because we're not getting enough in on our off time.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's only one of us in the band that has a lot of time. The rest of us are just slammed usually.
Yeah.
So.
Who's the one that has all the time? Jake?
No.
Oh no, Jake has a kid, so.
No. Yeah.
I'm trying to think. No, that's not. I know who it is.
Yeah, it's Sean.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to name drop him.
I think.
It's okay to not have stuff to do. You know what I mean? Whatever.
No, I didn't say he has nothing to do. I say he has more time.
Yeah. Oh, he has more time. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm all making him sound like a douche.
Nothing to do. Whoa, you're putting words in my mouth, bro.
Hey man, you got nothing. That's why he's so good at guitar, man. He just sits there and plays guitar like 8 hours a day.
Hell yeah. I mean, that shit pays off for sure.
It does.
What else can we talk about here? A little bit of time we got. Well, I'm still waiting on my taxes. Apparently, I'm doing my taxes late.
That's right. I haven't done mine. I'm gonna have to do mine late too. I forgot.
Oh, you're big time late, dude.
Big
if you
time.
haven't even done that yet, you're fucked.
Oh well. I don't really care.
You should care. You already gave them money. Stop giving them more.
Stop giving them more. Well, I'm not fucked. I'll probably just get less. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're just giving them more money.
You get 300 instead of 500 or whatever.
But they're getting it. So.
Yeah, I know.
Come on, man.
They fuck us all the time.
Come
anyway.
on, man. You pay them enough.
I know.
They take enough.
I keep forgetting about it. Is my problem. It's just like I don't know how I keep forgetting about it. It's literally like $500, and I'm like I keep forgetting about it. Remember the Lummi check?
That little pad right there. You can use that and start writing things down that you got to do in it.
You can write this thing?
Yeah, dude. Not only that, you can also.
There's an onion on top of it, dude.
There's a red onion. Saving that one for later.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna throw it away because it fell.
Yeah, put that in the first page so you don't lose it. There you go.
That's my spare onion.
But yeah, man,
This book has layers.
Nice. But yeah, if you start doing that, you might actually get the checklist whittled down. What was I saying though?
Something about taxes.
Yeah, so the taxes I'm waiting on, which is annoying because that's holding up my potential to move and find a house.
Why?
Because in order for me to get
You have to have
a loan.
You have to have your most recent tax return?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, because yes, I'm getting a house loan. I know it's scary. It's probably something.
Oh, you're actually gonna get a house? Have you been looking anywhere?
No, because I need to secure the loan first. I'm not even going to get ahead of myself.
Okay. When you start looking at places, take me with you. I want to go.
Yeah. I mean, dude, to be honest, I'm not looking forward to it, and then I also am. But I'm mostly...
It's kind of both, right? You're like, this is going to be a time
It's
consuming.
going to be time consuming. It's going to be the most stressful thing.
But it is nice to kind of look at like you kind of like go into fantasy land, like, ooh, I like this place. What would I do with this room? And it has fun elements to it.
If it's anything like car shopping, I hope it's going to be like one of those things where I know when I see it, I'm gonna be like, this is it.
You should definitely take me anyways, just so you can get like a second pair of eyes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just in case I might be like, well, you didn't notice that fucked up shit over there?
Yeah. That's a good idea, actually. Like, what are you gonna do about this here? And that's another thing. That's why it's gonna be stressful because I have to make a little prerequisite list and all these things that I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
That the probability of finding a house that's gonna meet every single thing on the checklist is probably not high.
Maybe you want to check a
but
decent
the majority
amount
of them, is kind of the goal. So, but yeah, it's that the tax is holding that up. So I'm just like biding my time and kind of frustrated because the longer I linger, the more I'm just paying rent, and I've been paying rent here for almost 3 years now, and so I'm ready to stop paying someone else's property.
You think about that. What if you paid like almost $50,000 in rent here?
Yeah, I paid over.
It's almost
40.
I'd say it's over $16,000 a year, right? Because it's like $1,600 a month.
Let's see. March is actually, or February. February is actually realistically when I moved in here, and so February was 2 years.
Okay.
So we're 2.5 years right now.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we're about $50,000 in right now in this place.
Dude. I guess when you put it that way, it is better to buy your own place. You're paying $50,000 just to live here for a few years.
Exactly. That could have went into my own house.
Or it could be $50,000 into a house.
Yeah.
No, that's a good way to put it.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. You don't really think about that when you have it in small chunks, like $1,600 or whatever for the rent. You know what I mean?
This shit adds up quick, man.
Yeah.
That's why I was.
$1,600 is expensive, but I mean, it doesn't sound anything close to $50,000. You know what I mean?
That's why I was looking into how to get into buying multi-unit, complexes, because can you imagine, having like 4 units that cost $1,500 a piece is just, $6,000 or whatever every month that's coming in.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it's all about cash flow, man. That's why real estate, Jim will tell you that real estate is the best cash flow game to get into, really. It's most consistent.
Maybe. I feel like he had a little bit of hard times with it. I don't know.
Most certainly, but he came out ahead, I would say.
Probably, yeah. He's yeah. I guess he also built most of them. Most of the places.
Yeah, he saved a ton of money if you built them yourself too.
I think so. Oh yeah,
yeah, absolutely.
Those houses were nice. The ones off of was it Summitview? I don't know if you've seen They had the 3 houses off of Summitview.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, those were pretty nice houses.
Those were nice. Yeah.
He sold all of those, I think, now. Maybe he owns one still. I don't know.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's something I want to get back into as far as researching. And did you? This is kind of a long talk. It sucks. I wanted to talk about this, but I don't know if I brought it up on this podcast or just my daughter's and ours. But that vegan activist that got killed and ran over by the semi driver a few weeks back. I feel like it's been 3 or 4 weeks.
I didn't even hear about that.
Oh, you didn't? Okay, so it was the other podcast. So basically, try to condense this here in the last few minutes. There's a vegan activist. Her name was Regan Russell. She's been like an activist for years, I guess, for a decade or 2 or something.
Wow.
Or 3 maybe even. I don't know. And she was at a vigil, which is where they're, I think, taking animals into the slaughterhouse by the truckload.
Yeah.
And she was, trying to give water to a pig or something like that in a pig vigil. They were taking pigs into the slaughterhouse, and one of the drivers ran her over.
On purpose?
Yes, but obviously there's no proof, and he would never admit that. Yeah, he ran her over. She died, and but I found out that apparently that guy is going to court for the death, and in the court, it's looking like he might not get any judgment from it, because he might get some easy charges, like
is it vehicular homicide though?
not even that, lesser charge than that.
What?
Yeah, he's not even gonna get any time. He's gonna get a fine and suspended license or something.
That's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Someone's life.
And I was like, wow, man. So and not only that, to make things worse, that guy started a GoFundMe account.
Oh, fuck him.
And has already raised over $100K.
He should start a GoFuckMe account.
Has already raised over $100K, stating, this is going to help pay for his lawyer fees, his mental health.
How do you raise $100K, dude? What is wrong with the world?
I don't know, man. It's really. I thought that was pretty sad, though, to hear that.
You can do a GoFundMe for anything. I'm gonna start a fucking GoFundMe. I'm too fucking lazy to work. Can I have some money? Raised $100K, guys. What's up? Nice. Thanks. That'll give me like 5 years. I'm good to go.
It is crazy to think that the guy killed somebody, and he's got that much money. That many people backed him up enough to give him that much money.
Bullshit.
That's fucking crazy. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's really fucked up. I think the guy did it on purpose, obviously. Who cares if they're blocking your way and that's your job? There's really no justification as to why.
You can't just run someone over just because they're blocking the way. It's a job. It's a job. It's not that fucking
It's
important.
just exactly. That's my point exactly. Thank you for pointing that out so quickly, because that's what I was going to say. Anyways, this is just a fucking job, dude. This is not your own business. Even if it was, it's still a life. Mm-hmm. But yes, that's the whole point. It's just a job, dude. That's why it's the same reason why I don't understand people that are like in a hurry or impatient while they're on the clock at a job.
Yeah.
Do you ever understood that?
Impatient for like what? Hurrying?
Multiple different scenarios.
Usually I'm hurrying to get the fuck off the
Delivery
clock.
Pizza, tool parts, just people. It's part of their job. That's what they do, and they're in a hurry, and they're like frustrated, and you know what I mean. It's like, dude, you're relaxed. You're getting paid.
Yeah. I was pretty relaxed as a delivery driver. The only time I would get hurried at a job is when they started getting on my ass for taking too long for deliveries. But that's management fault, not really my fault. You know what I mean?
You're the exact opposite. You're just chill mode.
Yeah, dude. I'm just like, fuck it, dude. They're like,
go for a tour and
dude, I would go
take
like
the
I would
scenic
go
route.
the speed limit and come back, and sometimes they'd be like, "Where the fuck were you?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" I went where the fuck you
accusing
told me
you
to
of
go.
taking, yeah, like doing side trips and side
Alright,
adventures.
fuck y'all anyways, because you didn't even give me breaks. It's
That's
illegal. That shit's
hilarious.
illegal. Okay, so fuck you. Anyways, that's just my side rant, real quick.
Yeah,
Assholes. But that's fucked up.
but isn't that sad? Yeah, sad story.
That's
But
really
yeah, no, that was something me and my daughter talked about on one of our podcasts. Brought up the lady. Sad, man. She's sitting there, trying to bring light and attention to this topic that needs light and attention, and gets killed for it.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
It's fucked up. And it didn't even. The sad part even about that is it didn't even do anything. It's just like they kind of went on with their day, and I'm sure that truck delivered those pigs in there, and all of them got slaughtered just like normal.
Yeah.
So it's just like business as usual. So it's just sad all the way through.
Yeah.
But
Right.
shit, didn't mean to end the podcast on that note, but there you
Nice.
go. There you go.
Hit him with the cold reality at the very end.
Hit you with some, yeah.
It's been a very lighthearted podcast until the very end.
Right.
Leaving on the worst ending note ever.
We're just sweet all the way to the end and then just sour right at the end. All right. Well,
Mostly sweet though.
yeah.
It's been a good
Well, this has been cool. Little side family podcast here.
Yeah, I was digging it.
Thanks for dropping in, Mom, Jim, Mark, Roland, anybody else I missed. We'll catch you guys next Wednesday or Saturday, whenever you can make it. Hop on in here, join the conversation, and yeah, you can find us at all these places again. What do we got? Twitch,
YouTube, and Facebook for the live stream. We got Apple Podcast and Spotify for episodes for listening purposes, and then what is it? Twitter and Instagram for updates. Yeah.
There you go. You can find us there. And oh yeah, and by the way, I don't know if you've seen our shirts on the last podcast, but we got Virus shirts. Let us know if you like them. If you want one, get you one, and you can support us.
Yeah. Or if you want another type of merch with our logo on it, just let us know. We could probably make it happen. If it's
Yeah,
not
any
too weird.
ideas, you mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we'll take some ideas for if we should start making some virus masks, maybe.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be cool. So, but it's been a pleasure. We'll see you guys next Wednesday. Until then, keep it viral.
Keep it contagious.
See ya.
I'll make it eventually.